By the way, there will be pictures of naked women in art. So, yeah.
Do you ever think that anyone's gone to cut a guy's balls off and potentially male genitalia because they realise it's on recording?
Male genitalia?
The penis! Right, yes. So yeah, as I was saying, they've gone to cut... Oh no, a chick. No. Wait,
What? Were you about to say chicken?
No, a chick. Maybe a chick was doing it, and she's like, I'll castrate you as Cronus and I'll be Cronus, you'll be Uranus, and then that random person over there can be your penis who's fertilized.
What?
You know what? This went bad really quickly.
And we're gonna keep on digging. But yes, you were talking about just before Venus.
What was I?
Yes.
Was I really?
Yes. Not just before, but like a few minutes before. Anyway,
Okay.
the birth of Venus. I'm reading your notes now.
Stop reading my notes. Only I can read my notes. I can read your notes though. Right. So I guess this is part 2. Whatever. Classical art, the birth of Venus. I actually have all my notes on my computer. Probably not a convenient thing to say currently.
Just say whatever's off the top of your head about
it. Was made before 1st century BC, and I think that means before Christ. I'm not 100% sure. Stop trying to read my notes. I'm trying not to talk too fast. I don't trust you.
But there's BC and there's BCE. Before Christ and before Common Era.
Right. Anyway, BC, made before 1st century BC. I believe she was excavated. There's no actual set time on when she was excavated.
We're talking about the painting, by the way.
Is that the right term? Is it
excavated?
Excavated.
There's
Whatever.
There's an X there. Excavated.
Excavated.
Yep. So you do the Maori words and I'll do the English word.
You're an asshole. You're a Uranus.
Which is
no genitals. Because Cronus, your son, is an asshole. Right. Anyway, excavated around the time like between 1740 and 1748, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know? Is that why you're going? Or you're just trying to make me go faster?
I'm listening. As you say something, I say to say I'm listening.
I wasn't even checking if you're listening. Oh, I sound terrible. Right. But
what is this?
We should probably show a picture of this on the thing.
But what's this painting about even? No.
A naked lady? I'm kidding. It's the Roman goddess Venus, who is the goddess of love and fertility. Yeah. So, military wisdom, and I think something else. She had quite a few symbolization, but she only has some in this one.
Probably don't flutter that around so often it gets picked up by the audio.
I'm just going to put that down.
just move
Otherwise,
it out.
I'm just going to keep waving it around. Right, yeah. As you can see, she's a naked lady, and she looks really messed up.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it was made before 1st century BC.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. She has a really fucked right leg, which is going behind the left one. Yeah. Anyway,
I think you can do that. Sort of.
Oh my god, do you even know the myth?
No.
You don't even know the myth.
I was kind of wondering when you get to that.
I totally forgot. I just assumed you'd know the myth. See, you should never assume people know things, people.
I never assume Chloe knows anything.
I'm sitting right next to you.
You set that one up.
I did. I think I actually did. Right, so the birth of Venus. I'm reading this out of this book, and I don't know if I'm allowed to because it's copyright. No, I have no idea how that works.
Don't read directly. Just summarize.
Okay, so Venus is pretty much the Greek... Stop! Okay. She's pretty much the Roman equivalent of Aphrodite, or Aphrodite, but everyone calls it Aphrodite because apparently I can't pronounce for shit, which you already know. Shouldn't say shit. Stop. Anyway. She's... this is funny. This actually mentions Greek mythology, but she's the Roman one. Pretty much, she's the goddess of love, desire, beauty, and fertility, hence why she's always naked, because apparently naked ladies equals beauty, which equals seductive. Ooh.
Well...
Right. Anyway, she was born when the Titan Cronus castrated his dad, Uranus, as I mentioned way earlier, and he threw his dad's genitals, Uranus genitals, into the sea where she rose up from the foam because the sea was fertilized, and somehow that's logical.
He screwed the sea.
No. So Cronus took his dad's genitals and threw it
Yes,
into the
but, like,
sea, which fertilized
kind of-
it. And I don't know how. Maybe he got a hard-on ejaculated. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it just dissolved. Who knows? The ocean is acidifying, people. Anyway, I'll just quote this book here. The shell. Wait, no, sorry, wrong line. From the foam, there is a beautiful maiden, naked and dripping on a large seashell. Yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know.
That's where the famous picture comes from, guys.
The naked part and the shell and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Like Botticelli, there's a whole lot of neoclassical and Renaissance. I just bit my tongue and that kind of hurt. But this one's the classical one that you'll be looking at, like, right now. Okay, so first thing you're going to have to probably look at is the portrayal of Venus, and this is all off the top of my head right now because I can't read my own handwriting, and we should probably establish that right now.
Yeah.
I can't read my own handwriting. Okay, she's in a position known as the lounging position.
She's on a lounging bed.
She's on a shell. That is a shell. That's the sea. That's an erosion.
I couldn't see it from this angle.
She's portrayed as this beautiful lady, how she's always going to be like described because she's supposed to be beautiful, and in the time this was her beauty. Like her messed up hair, based on a painting called the Phaon painting. That hair was actually in style, and so this is reference to the style. Venus and Aphrodite, who are both like different equivalents to each other, never have clothes on. If they do, something's probably wrong, because it's what they symbolize. They're just always supposed to be naked.
But Venus, being the goddess of love, would have to look beautiful because, you know...
Yeah, but I don't know if that looks beautiful to you.
Well, it's a painting. How do you create the perfect woman in a painting?
Just reference this photo now, guys. You've got a classical one, not that one, because that one looks weird, and that one looks weird, and she looks like she's touching herself again. Just saying. I don't know if it's... This one is probably...
Did they just give you a collection of naked pictures?
I'm actually supposed to analyse every single one of these and write a huge essay. There's a shit ton. Right, so this one here, the neoclassical The Birth of Venus by Cabanel, assuming that's how you say the name, I actually don't know, obviously.
Cabanel? Maybe.
But it's probably the best one that you've probably got.
She looks like she's just been shot by one of those cupids.
See, that's your problem. You're calling them
Cherubs.
a cupid, but
Cherubs, that's it.
Cupid is actually her son, and those little winged things are actually adapted from the Renaissance art. And this is neoclassical. It's quite funny. It's the baby angels they adapted and then changed, and so neoclassical kept it.
So Cupid was originally her son.
It is her son.
But then
these cherubs help him.
Right.
And people just assume that that's what he looks like.
Right.
I have no idea what he looks like. So, I'm assuming not a fat baby with wings. Just saying. Right, yeah, so this one, first of all, you can obviously see she's got quite a bit of thigh and butt there, but that's not the point, which looks really weird from this angle. Right, so she's pale, and I don't know if you've ever done classics before, have you, Thomas?
Yes.
I
was in it last year with you.
In classics last year? No, I had Mr. Campbell.
Well, not the same class, okay. But I was there in last year.
Okay. But not the same class. Get that reference? I was right, he was wrong. Okay. And so, to people who have never taken classics, pale means in classical society is that you're beautiful because you're not working a job. You're not at the markets, which was pretty much working a job, selling things because you're rich. It makes you desirable and more beautiful. She also has a straight Roman nose there, and she's very full lips. Don't know what the lips mean, but everyone had a straight Roman nose if you were Roman. Let's face it, that's the best identifier.
The lips are kind of yeah, essentially. And nowadays
Your cat got there.
Nowadays we don't like pale skin and prefer at least for
or not like ghost white.
Yeah, for pale skin people, it's generally there's more of a tan thing going on. So yeah.
Yeah, because we're not pussies and hide in the house. Okay, let's face it. I do because I not a big fan of civilization. Why am I picking that up again? Right. Yeah. So, what else was I going to say was that, aside from the fact that her boobs look really fucked, yes, okay. So, we've got myth factors coming in now, because that's pretty much all you need to know, really. Brown hair is pretty typical.
So, who are the Titans? Who are the Titans?
I have no idea. Uranus was a dad who got castrated by his son, Cronus, who was a Titan, who was a little twat. So why would you castrate your father? Thomas, would you be happy if I castrated you right now and threw your genitals into the sea and hope that a Venus rises, which won't?
Not particularly.
Exactly.
Moving on.
Thank you. In the myth, we can actually see that she's on the scallop shell, which I don't. Well, it probably should have been an oyster if she's supposed to be do beauty, and
The
oysters
pearl,
make
yeah.
pearls, yeah. So she has a fabric around her somewhere. It's like on her arms. You'd probably see it if you looked at like from where we're sitting. So you'd be sitting at her left arm.
Yep.
It looks like it's being like blowed, like being moved, which is relates to the wind, which was supposed to be Zephyr's breath from the myth, which I didn't read that part to you because I shouldn't. I don't think. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's your work.
It is. I just said I can't read my hand. I'm guessing what this says, but I'm kind of like knowing it off by heart from how much I've read.
This might be a document about the history of fast food. It's like, and then Venus took the chicken nuggets and
and shoved them where she shouldn't have. Oh, poor Uranus. Right. So
okay, no.
she also has jewelry. Well, she has jewelry on her head, her neck, both wrists. Looks like there's something on her left hand, maybe. And she's got them around her ankles. We'll just get that out of the way now because that's also part of the myth of being dressed by sea nymphs. Obviously not that well. Maybe we'll just go adorned with jewelry because she's very naked.
I just like the idea that these the sea nymphs, were they? What were they called? That they dressed her?
Sea nymphs. That's
Sea
just
nymphs.
what it says.
Or sea nymphs, right.
What did you think I said?
Sea nymphs.
What's a sea nymph?
I don't know. You said it.
Well, I didn't think I had.
But I really like the idea that they're like, naked lady, how do we fix this? I know, we'll give her a necklace.
That's so depressing. Okay, alright, well, we're gonna get
Venus
to
is
next.
like, gee, thanks, guys.
Thanks for the clothing.
I would have preferred pants, but okay.
Unlikely to be wearing pants back then as a female. Shush. But I will say, they gave it someone. She got cloth somehow, and she ain't using that to cover her.
When were pants invented?
Obviously, the males wore pants, but not the chicks back then. Otherwise, how long do you think everyone walked around naked for?
Okay, well, I tried looking up pants and I ended up with peanuts.
Peanuts. Oh my god, this is beautiful.
Okay, let's try trousers.
Who says trousers?
Yeah, because no one else in the world says pants.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, basically.
No way!
Basically, what pants are around the world are underwear. So yeah.
I thought I was gonna do a spit take on your table.
You very nearly did.
I really did. Oh, that would not have worked out well for my book. Wait,
about the 10th century BC.
They were made of wool.
Yeah.
Wait. So, pants is like undies to people?
Yeah.
So what's undies to people?
Things like underwear.
Well, that's what it is to us.
Yeah, but they call it underwear. We call it underwear or underpants or things like that.
I just call it
pants.
undies.
For them, for people around the world, they call it pants or whatever. Like there's a lot of words for them around the world, but these are trousers or shorts or whatever. I was pointing at my pants then.
Is that why when I say I'm wearing a singlet online, no one actually knows what a singlet is?
That probably is also another thing, is no one knows what a singlet is. Everyone else calls it a rash top or a, other words, I don't know the words for it.
You guys need better English.
They created it! Well, some of them did. Anyway.
Okay, to her left and to her right, we can see two winged little thingy-majigs. They're called ebrotes. They're pretty much winged gods or demigods, and they show love and sex, which is Venus in a nutshell. Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're pranksters. They're often nude, young, and winged youths. They're supposed to be very handsome. Obviously not to us, because they're like little kids. That one's riding a dolphin to the left. And a dolphin, I think it symbolizes perfection, which is supposed to symbolize Venus.
When you said riding a dolphin, I was like, hang on a sec. Wait, what? What's this kid doing now?
It's much older than us. Now, the thing I want to get into is look at this. It doesn't look like much, but there is so much colour symbolization, it's painful.
It's blue.
Not just. They mean different things. Okay, look at that.
Dark blue and lighter blue.
I'm talking about the pink on the shell. Pink.
Alright.
What does pink symbolize? Go. Guess.
Beauty, love, royalty. Not, oh, that's purple.
Sex.
That's scarlet. I suppose pink works as well.
Pink. Yeah. It's symbolizing her role among the gods and goddesses, right? That olive color is like starting afresh there. It's at the top.
Right.
I'm symbolizing it with my hand. That doesn't make sense in Englishness. And you guys can't actually see it, but he can, so I guess that works. Maybe he can drill like an arrow around. And around them, around the Erotes, and especially around Venus, you can see this white light.
Yep.
Now, some could argue that it is foam, but I'll argue that it's to show a divine presence.
Yep.
Because Venus is supposed to be God. Seriously, let's be straightforward. Blue, I think it's actually just the ocean. What else can I say? Blue.